There used to be a poor man in a village who used to shave people by placing a chair under a tree. He was barely making ends meet. He had no house to live in, no wife, no children, only a sheet and a pillow were his property. When it was night, he would spread the sheet and pillow outside a closed school and go to sleep. One day in the morning, there was a flood in the village. When he opened his eyes, there was noise everywhere. He woke up and went to the school. Water climbed on the tank, spread a sheet, placed a pillow along the wall and lay down and started looking at the people. People were running away with their belongings, some were running away with valuables, some were running away with cash, some were running away with jewelry, some were running away with goats, and some were running away with some valuables. A man was running, carrying gold jewelry, money, and clothes. When the man passed by the barber and saw him lying peacefully, he said angrily, "Everything of ours has been destroyed and we are running to save our lives. And you are lying here comfortably and watching everything." Hearing this, the barber said, "Lala, today I have enjoyed poverty." When I heard this story, I laughed, but then a thought came to me that perhaps the scene of Day of Judgment would be similar every day when all the accounts will be taken from human beings. On one side, the account of the poor will be taken up. On the other hand, the account of the poor will be taken up. The right of 2 meals a day, hakakalaha and hakakulabad. On the one hand, the account of the rich will be taken up. Palaces, shops, factories, cars, bungalows, gold and jewelry, employment, haram, luxury, comfort, zakat, hakuk, ibadah. While giving accounts of so many things, you would be sweating profusely and trembling with fear. Then perhaps like the same barber, the poor would be looking at those rich people with a strange relief on their faces, and perhaps in their heart they would be saying, "Today only I have enjoyed poverty." I pray to Allah to grant us the ability to be thankful for every blessing and to use and distribute it as per the will of Allah. A Greek artist made a picture in which a man was shown holding grapes. He hung the picture at a place in the market. Everyone looked at the picture and praised it. Some of Musavir's friends met him and started congratulating him and saying that you have made the shelter of grapes so wonderful that the sticks come and the birds come and the bird pecks the grapes, considering it to be real. Instead of being happy, the bird became upset and said that it means that I made a mistake in creating the man. Otherwise, if the bird had considered the man to be real, then the bird would not have dared to peck the grapes out of fear of him. Took down that picture and made another picture. In that picture too, a man was standing holding a box of grapes. The box of grapes was again made so wonderful that the birds would come near it after seeing it, but now they would not have the courage to peck at the grapes. He was carrying kosha. His eyes were filled with such anger that the bird would have got scared and would have flown away as soon as it saw him. Only those people have achieved the highest position in the world who have sacrificed their lives for themselves. Anyway, when the other person has sacrificed their lives, if a person points out faults, then a person becomes a victim of bad behavior. If a person points out his own mistakes, then the amount of effort and time he spends in arguing with others that he is absolutely right, there is no fault in it, is the same time he can try to improve himself and improve the condition of his car. Mulkul Maut meets a man named Momin. Mulkul Maut said to that man Momin that I have to tell you a secret. He said, "Please tell me, Mulk." Mulkul Maut said, "I am Mulkul Maut." He said, "I was fond of meeting you." Mulkul Maut said, "Complete the work you have to do." The man said, "I do not love any work more than meeting God. You take possession of my soul." Mulkul Maut said, "In what condition would you like to die?" He asked, "Do you have the right to do so?" Mulkul Maut: "I will take possession of your soul in whatever condition you would like to die." He said, "I am in a state of prostration." Wanting to die, he placed his head in prostration before God and Mulkul Maut captured his soul. Wahb ibn Mamba says that Mulkul Maut captured the soul of a great king whose pride and majesty rang in the world. When Mulkul Maut reached the sky with his soul, Malaika asked him, "O Mulk Maut, whose soul did you not feel pity on while capturing Mulkul Maut?" Mulkul Maut said that once I was ordered to capture the soul of a woman who was alone in the forest and she had given birth to a child there. I thought of her poor country and the loneliness of the child, that he is alone in this forest, there is no one to take care of this child. The angel said that the soul of the king with whom you have come here, this was the child on whom you had mercy. Malakal Maut said that God shows mercy on whomever he wishes. In essence, it is said that on the 15th of Mahe Shaban, a proper list is given to Malakal Maut, and it is said that this year you have to capture the souls of all these people whose names are recorded in this Sahih Fa. It is said that a person marries, builds a house, he does not even know that his name has been written in the Sahih Fa of Malakal Death. Hazrat Hassan Basri says Malakal Maut searches all the houses thrice every day and captures the soul of every person who has earned his livelihood and has completed his life. When his family members cry, Malakal Maut says that he has completed his age. When your age will also be completed, I will come to capture your soul also. My dear friends, if you liked the video, then please like it. For such interesting stories and interesting lessons, please subscribe our channel. Allah Hafiz.